Welcome to Friday's video, everyone, and today I'm just going to do more mod videos instead of the review. So without further ado, let's get into the mod videos and let's show you the mods that I particularly liked for the day, and I hope you guys enjoy as well. And our first mod for the day is the Arena, the third version. Now, when this mod first came out, it really wasn't that great. In fact, it was a mod I was going to completely overlook. But with time, I did decide to track it. So with time, it became a little better with each update they had. And finally, last night I looked at it, I was like, it's finally ready to be shown. It's not perfect yet. It could be a little bigger. There's not really direct path or noticeable path to get into the arena to fight, as well as most of the outside textures are really messed up because he made it up on a hill, which will be fixed in the later updates. Let's get into more of the technical terms with what I liked and what I didn't like, and there's a few things I did not like about this mod, but there's more things I liked that I didn't like to make it worthy of a download. Now, the only thing I really didn't like, and you'll start noticing it right now, is the combatants in the arena attack you. Now, with a little more coding, a little more scripting, it'll be easier for him to understand that they won't attack you without doing scripts and coding with your combatants. They're gonna attack you because they're your known enemies, bandits and Imperials and all that, and especially the giants. I'm lucky they didn't try to knock down the wall to get to me, but it's still a great mod. Nevertheless, I don't like that part what I just said. Troll the comments for the fail speaking there. But that's the mod for you guys in a little nutshell. I encourage you to download it. Let's go into the next one though. And for our second mod of the day is a small mod that if you weren't paying attention on the Nexus, you are going to completely miss 100%. And personally, I really like this mod. And what we have here is mainly what the title says. It's a portable campsite. Now, the way you get this is you go to your main city, you go to where you smelt your weapons and all that, and you go all the way down the misc, and it's going to have these. And what you do is you just get the items you need, and bam, you collect the first 3 things that you need. And to activate them, all you do is you go into sneak mode, you drop it, and then you hit A to activate, and it appears, and you do the same to deactivate the mod as well. Now, why I really like this mod is because if you're a true adventurer, you're always going to have something like this with you, to where you could set up camp and do some stuff, and this way you could start doing camp stuff instead of, say, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning and you have a really dark like E&B series which makes real nights, and it's so dark you don't want to be moving, and instead of warping to this place in case you hate warping like I do, you can just set up camp, do some stuff, and get ready for the morning, and then pick it all up and keep going. As well, it also adds a lot of variety. It adds stools, chairs, fireplace, wood cutting place, a meat little area, a tent, and a bed. So it gives you a little variety of stuff. I hope you guys like it. I highly suggest you download it. Let's get on to the next mod though. For our next mod, we have a nice little neat mod that adds 100+ weapons and armor and all that good little stuff, and it's called Moar Kontent with a K. And yes, more is spelt right. It's M-O-A-R instead of M-O-R-E. That's how the creator wanted it, and well, that's how I have to post it because that's the name of the mod. Basically, to get these, you just go to this place in Riverwood and talk to this little gentleman. He's kind of tiny. Why, I don't know, but he is, and it shows you all the weapons. As you can see, there's ancient Dweemers and weapons. There's dragon bone stuff that I really don't like. I guess it's just his interpretation of what dragon bone should be. And you'll be able to see I do take a few things, and what I aim to do a little later on in the video is show you how these mods work in first person, third person, and why you're attacking people. And they actually work pretty well, though if I have to give it a bad comment, I would say some textures in these are very unrealistic, like say the one I just passed, or coming up to the Keyblade from Kingdom Hearts, and then the Master Sword from Zelda. They're kind of not realistic. I know you're trying to keep the theme of the game, but also remember you're trying to keep the theme of Skyrim and the realism that the game presents. So I believe he should have made those type of things more realistic. Now the shields, I really did not like at all. In fact, there was only one shield I liked, and I just got the mirror shield just to show you what it looks like in combat, and that was the Spartan shield, and I think it's because it was the only nice, decent looking texture. All the others are pretty low textures right now, and I think a little more time, a little more effort, making them high res and more realistic instead of cartoony look, it'll do a lot of work. So let's go on outside and see what these mods look like on your person and in action. And as I come outside, I decide to go with that one. I didn't see what it is. My screen's a little small right now. And as I'm trying to show the mod off, I get interrupted by a courier, but no big deal. It gives me the chance to show the mod with the weapon on your back, so I just stare at the weapon. It looks actually really nice. I actually like this one. I don't really like two-handed long weapons. They bother me. They feel clunky and heavy, and I don't like that feeling. I never liked it I didn't even like it in Oblivion, but as you can see, it works pretty well. There's a little lag, and I don't know why. I couldn't understand why I was receiving lag in Riverwood. It might be the new mod I have, which I'm not showing you this episode. I'm going to show you next week, so look forward to that, by the way. And let's move on over to the Master Sword and the Mirror Shield, which are kind of funny because they don't fit Skyrim at all. As you can see, they got that clunky, cartoony look, and I think he did that purposely. But I hope he would make it an optional file, a standalone file for this type of mod, where you could choose, okay, do I want the cartoony look or do I want the realistic look? And for me, it's Skyrim, so you guys know me by now. I really look for realistic stuff that really add to the game. But I do love Zelda. It's one of my favorite games of all time, so I had to get it. And me, in typical fashion, I die like always, but I'm not really level 28. That was just me leveling up so I can get some of this stuff to show you guys. So really, I'm like level 10 playing against level 28 characters, which is kind of difficult. But there's the Spartan shield. Sorry about that. You also get a little quest with that, so that's that mod. I advise you guys to download it. It's really good. Let's go on to the last mod. And for our last mod of the day, guys, is something I really like. But I'm going to say this to start out with. If you do not have a good computer, it will not run that well. I had trouble running it with fraps. I only get about 25 to 30 FPS without fraps. And that's with a 3 GHz processor as of right now, and a GTX 470 with 4 gigs of RAM. If you have anything better than that, you're fine. If you have anything worse, you're gonna be fine if you play it on lower settings. But it is called the Warzones, and it's basically just so much action, wars going on all throughout Skyrim, which is really what I like. I love seeing this because that's really what's going on in Skyrim right now, is wars after wars after wars. You're just all fighting with each other, bandits, Imperials, orcs, stormcloaks, everyone fights. Now, the animals, they do not fight in, but if you do get close to like a bear, which you'll see at the end of the video, he will attack, and he is not nice at all. And as you can see, it's not no little small war. There are men everywhere. There's men up on top of the hill over there that you can't see right now, but if I go further you can see them. There's even men up there in the little crest of the mountain up there that are fighting, which is really nice because it adds a lot of immersion, a lot of realism to the game, and I really like that. So I highly suggest you download it. I know it's not a small mod, it's a big mod. It's gaining a lot of steam. As you can tell, 14,000 downloads in just 3 days, 286 endorsements, which is really good. This mod looks like it's going to be one of the best mods out there, and I'm just going to let you guys watch the rest of the mod. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe, like the video, share the video, favorite the video if you really like it. And until next time, guys, I'll see you guys Monday. And one final thing before I leave, guys, before I forget, this is going to make sure you guys are watching the whole video. if you do not have the latest update for Skyrim, these mods will not work. So please stop blaming the mod when it's your either version of the game or you're installing it wrong. So I just wanted to say that, and I hope you guys have a nice day.